All right, we are live. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another SWG Legends video by Project Dorcopia. I am Dorcopia, as just called on this channel called Project Dorcopia, and we are here for the SWG Legends 7th anniversary celebration. I'm basically going to be taking you guys through the what I think is the most effective way to complete this SWG Legends seventh anniversary. Wow, 7 years. So that means it's been now since 2016, right? So 2016 is when they started Legends. I do remember that. I remember I signed up for it as soon as they said there's a new NGE emulator. SWG is back. I believe this is the first NGE emulator, if I recall correctly. Plenty of pre-CU ones before that, but it's the first one. So first thing you do, uh, right off the bat, this seventh anniversary celebration. Let me tell you, I think this is either the third or fourth anniversary celebration that they've actually had. Believe it or not, they haven't had ones before, but I think they started it maybe about 3 or 4 years ago. I think it's 4 years ago, and if I recall correctly, the first one that they did actually wasn't this event. It was not in Mos Entha. So first place you want to go to is in Mos Entha here on in on Tatooine. If you don't know where Mos Entha is, you just take a starport and you get Mos Entha starport right there. So any starport on Tatooine, you get to go to. So yeah, I recall this and I was like, yeah, the first one they ever did, I think it was like a where the Jawa Sandcrawler, I think there was like a point of interest for Jawa Sandcrawler, like the Jawa traders. There's a point of interest there, and I remember they did that as the anniversary celebration, and then they also took you like to the swamps in Corellia as well, and you got to get like a free level 90. Here, you don't get to get it like a free level 90 token. My bad. Here, we are not. You don't get that. They only did that for 1 year only. Uh, this is now I don't know if this is the third or fourth year. I don't know which one is down, but they call it the 7 year celebration, which is really 7 years. So the first thing I'm going to do is from here. By the way, if you don't know where the waypoints, if you don't know where I'm going, I put the waypoints in the description of this video, but you can look at that later. I'm going to go ahead and do the race. What you want to do is you really want to get fastest um, the fastest vehicle that you might have on this. And I say fastest vehicle is probably going to be your bark speeder because a lot of people use a bark speeder here. So you just talk to this. I've seen your face before. What are you talking about? We've never met. Maybe not then. When you're as old as I am, it's easy to be mistaken. I'm sorry, friend. And then out of all the planets we visit, it has to be a sand planet. Ha! At least it's cooler than some of the worlds we've been visited. Mustafar is even more sweltering than here, and Mustafar is a world I'd rather forget. Agreed, it's an evil place. Tatooine at least has some wide open spaces for racing, so this is a racing event, okay? This is the first event I would do. You race? Of course. You see its racer? It's a prototype model I'm working on. It'll be the fastest racer on any planet we visit when it's finished. I bet it could beat you. Or I bet I could. Phew, you've been racing all my long years. I've been racing all my long years. Though with all the traveling, I can get a little rusty. I managed to get out around Mos Entha a few times since we arrived, though. If you can beat my time, I'll throw in a couple trinkets your way. So you get these tokens, basically, you're going to get. You say you're on, okay? You get these two tokens. It's important to get at least one token right off the bat. I'll show you why. This is a daily. You can do this every single day, okay? So I'm going to start this here and get on my Bark Speeder. Now, what I like to do, I have my auto run set. Most people will have it either set on an insert or a numlock button. Um, just press your auto run and just let yourself go at this point. Just maneuver yourself on through these waypoints, and you see how easy it is on these races. Yeah, the Bark Speeder was the right choice for me, definitely without a doubt. Um, yeah, so this is 7 year celebration, 2016. I do remember when Legends was created in 2016. Um, and I signed up for it, and it took me about 2 years to actually get to play on Legends because I was a little reluctant because it wasn't that stable at first, and I kind of was a little disappointed on it. I remember started some characters, or I think I started some characters, and I ended up deleting them, and then I I've had so many characters I've started and restarted over the years. Now I'm just kind of sticking with what I already have. So yeah, this is just your race waypoint now, and we're gonna keep going through this. Cool. All right, and you can see, yeah, the Bark Speeder is probably your best bet because I think it's one of your fastest vehicles that you're gonna get. And we will be going through this. So this is the first thing you want to do, and I'll tell you why I'm doing this first over anything else. First of all, you get to see some scenes over here of some of the places you're going to end up having to go anyway. So it kind of gets you familiarized as to where everything is. That's the first thing that I do. The second reason for this is because it gets you that one token, or there's two tokens actually. I'll show you the items you can buy later on with them towards the end. They didn't really have a lot of items, believe it or not. I was a little disappointed that they didn't have a lot, but that's okay. Okay, and we'll go through here. Oh, here we go. And then this is like the last point. This is basically the finish line. Okay. And once you get to the finish line, you just talk to this guy again, and he throws you into, he throws you some goodies over here. He says, "Here you go. Here's your tokens." Again, you could do this every single day if you want to save up for some deco stuff or whatever you want to do. All right. So you're done there. You talk to this guy. Cool. Okay, so you completed this task. You're done. You beat me. How? Ha. Take your reward and go. All right. So the next thing I'm going to do. This is really important because if you wanna get additional of these tokens or whatever they want to get to you, come in here to the bazaar, and there's this Senna Marjo or Mirage. I don't know what you call it. Okay, hello there. Can I interest you in a delicious melon? It'll give you the burst of energy you need to do the Aned-Kla's activities around town. Oh, they look delicious. How much are they? And she tells you, well, I'm looking to trade some items with Dal'an, so I'll gladly part with the melon for an Aned-Kla trinket. So it's a trinket, it's a token, whatever. You get one, okay? Um, what I will do is I won't kick it off right away. No, I'm going to take you to the riddles, okay? The riddle part is over here. You're basically going to be looking to C3PO. And once I get there, I will kick off the melon. And I will give you the answers to the riddles here. Very simple answers. Some people don't know them, but they're very simple answers. You can kind of find the answers already if you talk to an NPC. Um, but that NPC is like right in front of the starport, just kind of tells you about the event. Okay, so you talk. Okay, hello, I am C3PO, human cyborg relations. I am fluent. Yes, yes, I've heard it all before. What are you doing up here, C3PO? Myself and R2 were admiring the vibrant fireworks launching across the city. Although I must admit, I have no idea what's being celebrated. Perhaps you can help remind me. Sure, I can do that. So then he gives you a riddle. Okay, so I believe it is I think it's how you spell it. Aned-Kla. I don't know if that's how you spell it. Okay, is a nomadic tribe of Togarians. I guess you spell it. Cool. Who herald from the unknown regions. Cool. They're led by a proud individual. Now, this is the one that I always get wrong. All right, so I'm gonna tell you that this you might get this wrong. Oopsie. Uh, Dal'an. I think his name is Dal'an. Okay. And then, okay, and his droid LG5ND, who's actually in front of the starport. They are celebrating their arrival on an unknown world. Okay. With the citizens of Mos Entha. You don't have to capitalize anything or anything like that. Oh, oh, I spelled unknown wrong. I'm like, I'm like, what did I do wrong? Okay, there you go. Oh, oh, inhabited. Oh, why did I say? Oh, my bad. Inhabited. I don't know why I said unknown. Okay, and then Entha. All right. Well, anyway, you get where I'm going there. I always get those two confused, and I even said to myself, I'm gonna get it wrong, and sure enough, I got it wrong. Um, okay, so the next thing I'm probably gonna go do is a dancing with Oola. This is actually my favorite part. This is one of my favorite ones because it's so easy and so silly, but I actually like it. And for me, entertainer is actually one of my favorite professions, believe it or not. You know, I love my Jedi and everything, and I love my bounty hunter, but entertainer is actually my favorite profession, and Oola is basically an entertainer. Now, I believe that you might have to. I don't know if you're gonna have to wait or not. I would. I would definitely talk to her, and then. Okay, so you're gonna say there's only one place here, Tatooine, where the point B. Let's wait a few minutes for more applicants. Then you need to do is follow my instructions and dance with me. You can do what you're being told. You'll fit in well with Jabba. Sounds good. I'll do my best. Cool. By the way, the C3PO one you can only do once per character. And here, I would start the dance just to start it. So the C3PO one, the riddles, you can only do once per character. Oola here is a daily. Okay? And get ready to do flourishes because that's essentially what she's going to tell you to do is do some flourishes. So I don't know. She's going to tell you different numbers. She's going to start it. That's funny. The Twi'lek next to me, her name is Oola. That's clever, actually. That's quite clever. You got Droopy McCool there. You got Griata there. Right, so you got a few things over here. Usually she kicks it off. I don't think it matters how many people are here because I was here with like 2 people and it started. I think it just kicks off after like a certain amount of time. I think she's on some sort of weird timer. I don't know if it's like 2.5 minutes. Every 2.5 minutes she might do it. I don't know. But you can see the people on Legends are here. Reason why I did my start dance was because okay, she hasn't started it yet. So in case you don't know who Oola is, she's the one from Jabba's palace. If you don't remember, there you go. So she started it. She tells you to start dancing. Essentially, you're already starting to dance. Now she's gonna tell you to do some flourishes. I've made this character an entertainer before. You don't have to be an entertainer to dance though. Just do a basic dance. Do start dance, and it gives you a basic dance, and you can do the flourishes with that. And then you get flourish 7. Okay. Hit the up arrow in your chat. It gives you that extra flourish there. This way, when you're ready to hit a button, which tells you the next flourish, it'll give you the next flourish. Okay. 8. Cool. I think you gotta do 4 of them in a row or 5 of them in a row. Let me count. That's the second one. There's 2. All right. It'll be okay. So this will be the 4th one in a row. 1. Okay, so I think it's 5 in a row. It sounds like what she's doing. Cool. Yeah, that's what I figured. And here's your 5th one. And now she says go talk to her. There was still a timer going. I think she gives you like an extra one in case somebody missed something or came late. And then before it tells you, you can go ahead and talk to her. So she'll give you like this extra one. Right? There'll be one. She's gonna say one more. Yeah, see, that's it. 8, and then after that, the timer will go down, and you can talk to her from there. She'll stop dancing. She'll be like, "Okay, I'm done." And you can do this one. You can do daily as well. This is not a one-time one. This is one of the daily ones you can do. Okay, that wasn't too bad, but I'm not sure you're what we're looking for. You can take these tokens for your time though, and that's it. Cool. Okay, the other thing we're gonna do here now is we're gonna do the, this one I can't stand. This is the fireworks. All right, so you talk this Bal'is guy here. Hey, you, can you give me a hand? I'm in charge of the pyrotechnics for our celebration, but I can't keep up. How can I help? There is an old Republic firework launcher. I've set up a few of them around the city. I need you to load them up and fire them in order I tell you. What's in it for me? If you manage to impress the other Aned-Kla and me, I'll make sure you're properly rewarded. We treat pyrotechnic proficiency with great respect. Sounds good. How will I know what to do? I'll keep you updated through your comm. Head over to the first launcher over by the bazaar and fire on my mark. So this is really easy, but you can get very confused as to where to go. All right, so the bazaar is where I got the melon. First of all, that one's an easy one. Okay, some folks will find this one pretty simple. You can see you have the arrow already telling you on your quest where to go. And we will go ahead and the launcher will be right in front of your face here. Okay. Now some people get a movement buff with this, like a go with the flow buff. Okay. Because this next part is a little tricky and you are timed once you get there. This one's one of the more difficult ones to figure out because if you're not familiar with the structure of these homes, um, this is essentially like I don't know, was it like a large Tatooine house almost like? I think it's similar to that, but if you're not familiar with the home, you are going to get lost. So I'm going to show you the easiest. See, it's already started. 49 seconds. Go inside. Go right. Okay. Go straight. Actually, I think this is a medium Tatooine. Go up, and then right here, just go right. Go up the stairs. Okay, and that's it. Just click on this thing. See, people didn't even get up here. They got in there before me, and they can't, and they're already lost. And then that's good. Once you're done with it, it will not kick off again. It will not kick off that timer again. So you don't have to worry about the timer. But if you're not familiar with the structures of these homes, you are going to have a problem. Okay. The next one is the cantina. I actually thought that this would be difficult, but it actually ended up being a lot easier than what I thought. So I'll tell you exactly where the entrance is, where you want to go. You come right over here. This is this big cantina. It's like a it won't even kick off until you get the elevator. It's similar to that other cantina in Mos Eisley, but this is essentially like the Lucky Despo. It's similar to that, but it's a cantina technically. Um, and you come over here, just head over to the left over here. I tend to just go right, and then there we go there, and it's right here. You have an elevator. Just go up the elevator. It literally leads you right to it. Okay. That's how easy that one is. Got it? And I thought it was much more difficult at first until I got in there and I was like, "Oh, I'm like it's literally right there. Like it doesn't like you don't have to do anything else." so so I was like, "Oh, cool." I'm like that makes life easier. So I need to get out of here. You can get confused in this area if you're not familiar with the structure. Simple as that. Okay, the hospital one is a little tricky because you're going to be going up one floor and not two. A lot of people think it's on the top floor, but it's not the top floor. It's actually the second floor. So what I tend to do is, where you had Oola, you were dancing with her. You had the hospital right across there. If you're coming into there, I'd come from the bottom over here. Okay, the bottom. I call this the bottom of the hospital. You come into here, and essentially, this won't start again. The timer won't start until you get to this elevator. And now you get the elevator. You see, you have 50 seconds to get there. But it's not that difficult. It's kind of like right outside. You see that? And you see that? Oh, see, I went the wrong way. Huh. I went the wrong way. Okay, it's outside this way. Follow that white dot is what you gotta follow. Cool. And there you go. And there you go. So you got more tokens that you can use again. You have. Oh, I forgot to kick off the melon. Really? I'm not getting my double tokens. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm so sorry. I didn't eat the melon. Okay. So I screwed up. I should have eaten the melon. right off the bat, and I didn't. I would strongly suggest that if you're following my video, yeah, good question. Is it rewarding to do? If you like the badge, yeah. There is a vendor as well that has some deco. Um, that if the deco is nice, the decorations are nice. I'll show you the vendor here in a minute because it's going to take a little bit to get to the vendor. But is it rewarding to do? It's a daily. I mean, yeah. Oh, you like deco? Okay, good, great, wonderful. The problem is they don't give you a lot of deco. I think it might be like 10 items or less, so it's not a lot of deco. I kind of wish they would have added some more. They might in the future, but yeah, it's a tough one. All right, so there's two things over here. Han Solo, he basically tells you to disarm some bombs. This is a tricky one. Hey, Kate, it's been a while since Tansari. Don't suppose you could help me out with something, could you? Han, it's good to see you. How can I help? I received a tip off that the Lady Valerian is getting her thugs to try to disrupt the celebrations here. R2 found a bomb shortly after we landed, but he and C3PO have wandered off. Could you make sure that there aren't any others in the city anywhere? I'll see what I can find. There you go. Okay. Uh, I had decorated the Mos Entha town hall when I first formed that town. Oh, nice. Awesome. Cool. I actually believe I have stepped in there. If I recall correctly. That's awesome. Good. Okay, and then this other guy. So what I tend to do is these two quests over here. This is the one that gives you the badge and all the deco. This guy over here, Dal'an, he's the guy that gives you the badge and the deco. He basically tells you to go around and get scraps of paper. Greetings, I am Dal'an, leader of the Aned-Kla. I hope you're enjoying our little celebration here. What's your celebration? It's not often we manage to reach inhabited worlds, and I suspect it will be long before we do again. So we celebrate while we can and hope that the citizens of Mos Entha will remember us fondly when we have moved on. Where will you go next? Who knows? Hopefully somewhere that isn't quite as windy as this planet, though. A sandstorm blew through here last night and scattered my notes. I lost years worth of observations and musings. How awful. Is there anything I can do to help? If you can help me find some of my notes, it would be most appreciated. Every page is priceless to me. Okay, I'll see what I can find. So you'll see some scraps of paper. What I would do, make sure all object names are on here while you go around because you will need to find everything. Um, so I am doing two quests at once in here. I'll explain why, because you can do them all at the same time. That last quest is a one-time per character quest. Okay. Okay. So here's your lore scrap that you'll get from that vendor that I just talked to, or that guy I just talked to. That's the one. And here's your explosive device. Now, the explosive device is tricky. You basically have to get a color combination, and you have to do them in order. And you have a timer that shows up on the upper left hand side. As you get one right, the timer goes down significantly. Okay, so I think it starts at 65 seconds or something like that. So we're gonna click this, okay, and you'll see all this right here. So we're gonna start with green, okay, black, white, okay, and then white, and then red, yellow, green, black, brown, yellow, yellow, brown, and then red, black. You have 3 seconds to do that last one, by the way. 3 seconds. And if you don't get it, it blows up on you. I'm not going to show you it blowing up on me. No, maybe I should, but I don't really want to get to there. Okay, so same thing again. Oh, we have all of the explosive devices. You got to get 5 of these, by the way. Okay, so we'll go here again. Black, white, black, red, black, and that one I clicked on the wrong button and it blew up on me. So there you go. So that one actually blew up on me. Too funny. And it actually stores your vehicle and everything else. No, it doesn't DB you, it doesn't death blow you, it just kind of, does whatever. Let's get to this next one. Okay. Brown, red, white, yellow, brown, red, black, black, white, yellow, green, black, yellow, and green. Again, 3 seconds to do that last one, so make sure you click on it as quick as humanly possible. Then we got another one here. We'll cut green, brown, black, white, yellow, brown, red, black, black, yellow, green, white, yellow, and then red. Okay, so I believe we've gotten what, 3 of these now, so we probably had 2 more. So let's keep moving around because we got to find those scraps of paper, which are those are the most difficult things to really find because there's a lot of people. Oh, that's funny. What in the heck? Oh, that. Oh, I'm like, how do they? I'm like, how do they? Oh, I'm not gonna go around the same area that someone else is going. I don't like doing that. I don't like going into areas that people are looking already and like taking things away from them. I think that's kind of rude. Oh, of course they end up going the same way I went anyway. But here's another explosive. Oh, I'm not finding those. I'm not finding those pieces of paper. So here's another one. Okay, yellow green, yellow brown, brown, red. This was an easy one. Green, black, yellow, red, black, white, and black, white. Okay, cool. There should be one more of these. This is the one all from Han. Everyone seems to be going the same direction as I'm going, which is quite funny. There's another one. That should be the last one. At least there. Okay, so we go red, yellow, red, black, yellow, brown, yellow, green, brown. By the way, you can mess somebody up on here too. White, green, and black. If somebody's already doing this and you click on the same one that they're doing, I believe you can blow that up. And that is a so I think this one's done as well, if I recall correctly. Uh-huh. No, where is it? Cool. Return to Han. And this is this scrap, the lore scrap. We gotta get 10 of these. That's the one that opens up basically your badge and your decorations. Okay. And you guys should be able to. Again, I screwed up at the beginning. I should have ate a melon to get extra stuff, and I got distracted and too excited to do it, and I forgot to eat the melon until later on. So eat the melon early on. Um, the Han one, the bomb defusing one by Han, is a true daily. The other one is not a daily. It's a one time per character. So there's 2 one time per characters. The the one where you get the vendor and the badge and everything like that, he is a one time per character, and C3PO's riddles are also one time per character. Everything else is a daily, so keep that in mind. You can come back here. You can do these every single day if you want to save up for anything. That you might want to get. Um, a lot of people might want some decos. Some people just might want to do this for out of boredom. you know, you might just want to do it out of boredom. I don't know. Some people just might want the tokens saved for another date, because if you have your characters and this comes back next year, then at least you have this for next year. At least you have those tokens, and maybe there's something that comes by next year that you don't have. Here's all the lore scraps you're collecting. We need 2 more. Let's try to find those 2. Usually they're pretty scattered. There you go. Here's 2, right back to back almost. There's one. The other one's on the other side of this. And there's a second one. And now we just go back, and I will show you now all the deco that does open up. Some of it you're gonna be like, that's it. Some of it you're gonna think is kind of cool. Um, I'll probably pick up a couple things from my cantina just to throw some extra stuff into there, because I've been meaning to. Well, I shouldn't say meaning to finish up the deco. I really felt like I have finished up the deco, but meaning to add to the deco. on there. All right, so here's Han Solo. Talk to him. He gives you 3 tokens there, and then don't ask me why they're following around the celebrants. This guy has been doing this since this morning. I don't know why. I think he's just there just to for whatever reason. I have no idea. And there's your celebrated Legends 7th anniversary, your badge through accolades, and you get 5 of these. Now he gives you. Do you have anything for trade trinkets? Like I said, there's not a lot. You get a kite. Okay, so you can throw the kite in there. Um, you get this ornate gateway. This looks cool. I like this. This actually looks really cool, right? You get this drum, tribal drum. So that would be nice for a cantina. Put a drum in the cantina, right? But you can't use it. The pillar. The pillar looks cool, right? The pillar actually looks really nice. I like that. That's a very nice decoration. The Togarian male. I like this one. I think wasn't there a female one of the years? I don't remember, but I remember. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they get Trandoshan. But this is a nice painting as well. Simple urn. If you want to look at that, is your simple urn. That'd be nice to maybe put like a fire thing in there or something like that for decorations. Have it burned. A simple vase. Again, quick simple vase. Small ferns. So here's the ferns, like for plants and stuff like that if you want that. Medium fern, just a little bit bigger one. Cool. And a couple other things here. Togarian hologram. So if you want the hologram, this is kind of a neat hologram to get. And then you get to try another try. This is a different kind of tribal drum. I think this one's cooler. I like this one. So there's a different tribal drum. And then the last one is the Jedi Knight Jackson bust. So here's your Jedi Knight bust. I like this one too. This was really neat. I think this was one of these two were I think fairly new that they added. But that's it for your deco. I mean, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 decoration pieces. Um, yeah, I mean they're not bad. Exactly. Nothing. Yeah, nothing revolutionary. And there was stuff that was available. In some cases, stuff that was available on on live servers, but in some other things, they did add them. I didn't think there was necessarily anything groundbreaking when they added it, but that's it. I mean, there's really nothing else to that. You can't. That last one that I showed you, the vendor, it's a one time per character, and all the quests I think I've shown you already, and that's really it. So whatever you can do daily if you want to save the tokens for daily, go for it. If you want to you know, get deco. I mean, it's a badge and deco. That's all you're really playing for. Badge and deco, and maybe celebrations. I'm sure at some point Legends is going to do like a server event, a live server event for the 7th anniversary. I wouldn't doubt it. I believe they have double XP going on at some point. I don't remember the exact dates, but they did have the double XP going on. I want to say might be starting this weekend, and it's probably ending like at March 10th or something like that. So if you have a character you want to level up, obviously that'd be a good thing. No. Cool. My issue with all the new deco added is always very limited in number. Yes, like I'd love for a big new like deco update or just updates with new recipes for trade. That's actually really good. Yeah, exactly. I'm with you. Like they did back on live when they updated DEs and like yep, yeah, and I'm with you on that one. 100%, especially with the deco. I never really got into the trader stuff, but they did a pretty big update back then too, as well with the DEs. I agree with you with the deco though. They need like a big update for the deco because it is very limited in number. I mean, there's so much to do in game, but again, once you get everything, you're kind of like, what's next? I literally just sold a bunch of deco. If you go back on my videos, uh, you'll see I sold a bunch. I had a bunch of stuff, for my Galactic Moon Festival stuff, and I had so much extra deco. Um, that that honestly I just end up selling it. Like my house was full. My house was already full, and I'm like, what? I'm like, I've already. decorated everything I wanted to. So like, give me something new and give me a bunch of new stuff too. I'd love to, and that's the other part that, they don't give you enough houses. I wish they gave you more houses or more lots for like an extra house or something like that. Just so you can, this way you can deco the house. But regardless, yeah, I agree with you. I mean, without a doubt. So, cool. All right. That is really it. I mean, there's nothing else to show you guys. If you have any questions, you feel free to leave them in the comments. Again, sorry I messed up with the melon thing at the beginning and forgot to put that up there. But there's really you could go back to the beginning of the video and just see how how to do all of these. For anyone that's watching, feel free to give me a like, hit that follow button if you want to know when I go live or upload videos. I do other video games other than SWG Legends, but SWG has pretty much been my main focus on this channel. And leave any comments if you have any comments or questions. And until the next one, I will see you guys then, and may the force be with you. Later, all. Peace out.